Right, talk to me about The Purge, which I think is happening here next week when the engineers come in.
This is the Purge election year. It's the third of the franchise. Now, if you cast your minds back a few years, The Purge is actually a science fiction horror series where it's set in the near future, where the Americans have been taken over by what they call the new founding fathers. And what they've done is they've actually got rid of all crime. They've increased unemployment to, employment up to about 99%. And the way they've done that is to have an annual purge. Now, a purge happens as a 12-hour gap every March where any crime can happen. Any crime at all, including murder.
What are you doing on Purge night?
Protecting the deli against looters because my boss lost his Purge insurance yesterday.
Yeah, that's something you can look into, Senator. Insurance companies screwing the working man.
Yeah? What's your name, pal?
You know what, Mr. Secret Service man, you should be thanking my black ass for helping you instead of interrogating me.
His name is Joe Dixon.
Joe Dixon,
Yeah.
have I offended you?
Yeah, man, just a little bit.
Your feelings are not a concern of mine.
Respect, that's all I need is a little respect.
Shut up,
You understand?
please. Look.
Who the hell is that?
The looters I was telling you about.
Purge night, Senator, what'd you expect?
So the streets run around, people basically barricade themselves into their home and anything can go on. So this is the third one, and it's all about a senator who's running for president, played by Elizabeth Mitchell. You might recognise her from the Lost series. And she wants to get rid of the Purge, and the Founding Fathers don't, so they send an attack team after her on the night, and it's up to our Secret Service agent, played by Frank Grillo, who was in the Purge Anarchy, which was the second one, to protect her on the streets of Washington. And to be fair, it is pretty good. It continues the story. It's the same writer-director who's done all three of the films, and it just continues that story. We're finding more and more about what the Purge is all about, what the Founding Fathers are all about as well. It's got some really good action in it as well. It could be a little bit too violent for some. It is a 15, I will warn you there, so expect a little bit more violence than you would from your standard action film. But I found these films actually quite interesting, and it's one of those, you know, like trying to paint America as a utopia, but underneath we still have that animal instinct of wanting to get revenge and things like that, and people having that bottled up over a year period and released on one night turns people into mad people. So a big 3 stars for that one for me.